And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
This will be taken very short.
Throwing
on first down is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jabal Sheard in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, 50.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got him in. Complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And his first pass is incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
21. Kill! Hey, kill! 12!
So that'll back him up 5.
Here we go. 21. Where's that?
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Breeze now finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
11.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Now Rodgers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
Do you think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it.
So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Left. Under.
Breeze to throw on second down. Looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
21, 21. 5-8, 5-8.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Man open, it's Moss, complete. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Portland in control of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
12, 8. Yellow 80.
Breeze now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Hey, check 26. We are going.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. They'll run it now. Have a go. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor in there to sack him for a loss of 6. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
36.
On play action, now Breeze. He sets to fire deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, it's Breeze. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So that one will be accepted. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Got it. 36.
To throw is Breeze. It's caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Got it.
Throwing now is Breeze. And it's caught. Touchdown. Randy Moss from a yard out. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this does not end well as he's going to be out of bounds here at his own 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. A guy that knows a thing or two about making tackles behind the line of scrimmage, Kevin Green, at it again.
How about the ferociousness that he played with? And you remember that long flowing hair that came out of the helmet? Almost like a lion's mane for him, right? Try to keep a lion away from what a lion wants to get. That was Kevin Green, trying to block him when he was trying to accumulate quarterbacks and guys with the football.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, 26, come out! That's fine now.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
That's fine now.
The final shot before half for Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. He's got his man on the crossing route. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Here we go. 21. 11. 12.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Here we go.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey. Open. 21.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
21. Left. 5-1.
Now Breeze. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he lost the football. Breeze now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
11. Got it. 30 seconds.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey, we are going. Get it.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing now is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the 1st half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, check 26. That's fine now.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Gonzalez. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Breeze. Throw inside, completion to Rice. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They're running now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Breeze to throw on second down. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And Gould is able to put it through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rodgers now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
That's fine, yeah.
Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Kevin Green in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll run him now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Zoom. Hey.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now Williams running left. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Got it.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ricky Williams. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.